above. Okay, with over 2,000 vote difference. It not just a MP an outlier until ABR and no neoma ebesesa in that regard. We say Obi, police training minimum 6 months, but it often goes beyond that. 92 squad spent 1 year.
Yeah, my dad was 91. I mean, honestly, about 1 year of Kumasi Depo. Yes, so it's possible. Even now, if you cry the 3 months, rather. Yeah, President Kufuor said there was a squad. I think they were all drivers. Yeah. They were just one call about 3 months.
It depends on the rear alcohol.
Yeah, and because they were all drivers.
Very well.
They were all drivers. Then that time, no, they needed a lot of drivers. Until one man child training school. And I know there. Mechanism. Subjective because I don't know they could do our passing out dates winning.
Obinso said, Obi, 6 months police training is compared to the 4 years nursing training. The level of skills you would acquire is just unbelievable. Go and ask Obi. It's not true.
Which one is not true?
Says 6 months, Obi acquire more skills than Obi already 4 years. Nursing training.
Obi. Edma who pay ba which one be yari so say they was yes drain you.
Okay. No,
what was means ya ba obi akwa na training school we owi na fu nyina hye.
Why from
from and this is our 6 months.
That's for recruit for no.
Recruit, yes.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, sure. Na say the nyoma mo kwa any different.
Ufani nyina we are almost asunzo
na ba soldier for the end emotion. Dr. Bonfe akwa bet saying
yeah, Obi, me na nanu se srewenya.
O adin na
nti innuanom a sabri wo mo adane ada wo mo chemu no eye nkaye ma ye nyina se
yes
yeso ye bedane aja dakro emre ye ninka so
that's true
nti ye nyina no ye nkaye dum ma ye se say ye me na to me a
yes
enka ma ho siesi a me di kohia me bofo no eti say ede na nka ye de be kai me twumbetna ha eye aprapre say ya nkwa no be kai ana o ni papa bi a obeka di me ho adanse pa na soroso eno na esese ye mane di ani nkan say man nkoye say amanyo ayeye no akoye man say ye adane mfomfa obi a pri ne nkwan ni yiedie na o man ye chim musrade nyina man nye ne sa na mom yemfa odo trimpopa tu ho ache kroye nyamesuro ane nkaya ebe nyina ma ye nyina ye hunu se enchenche bia no
e wonafe Mate, into way quickly, my found shas your issues with registration here, cost when matters arise, and my mintio, doc.
Oh, many issues.
Okay.
The American say
wrong objection, no person raised.
The American, you know, say, you know, a sudi my say, you bet kama one more asun, say, Ombequaco chundi, what in fear do watch ekwa obekwa kotrudi ubro so bria yetwamu ayeye no wankoye nti ene opese okoye na yensan kan krofo se ene e free 2012 ebei no ukokotro udin a enti se de enkan ne ye no no ukwa nsem bia obeka bia no ye tro ne yensan giagu abefo buamu ademu afebo den ya ye be kai se wo ba ye no wo be ka se udin de Philip Osebus
sure
wo se ye wo ha se ye ntro na okotwa ya san kontompo no ye de be compare wo data bi a wo de maaye wo national identification ni nyina no etomra so okokotwa ntro wo dintro no mu a yetimi de wo kɔ emranim emsa mo district adjudication review committee say womo fro na ye a womo ye kwan hu kwan say ye sanso de kɔ emranim ekɔtwe waso ubetuma kodem emre bi anase ubetua sika bi ene de ka ho enti ano na mema na boy aye kokobode amai na afen so yen kan hu say isi omo ye registration we are register na womo nipa na ye betwo won din no womo ebe ma dia ye friend provisional register ya trade din no womo de bekwa kobo ba bi a obi a betuma akwa ni din
yes
de o kan ye wonfia wosi wadi se wo ye oba wo ye bema sa na ye di nim no ha sa na womo tro no na namfo bi ko ho na yakoteten no ebia medin bonfe ye di ye spell yamfa echina ma esese eba obi kra on mo tumi ko tro medin no didi akoshe o din so ye bi ha ni na na wakoteten ti eye process ensi se wo ko tro din akeke na esese isi no sanso de edin a won betro no omo wade bi omo friend paper tray ye register wie da bia
yes
nipa dodo a ye register ye nipa ko a on be register ye ba bia won so on beto aba ni nyina amanyoku ahodo a wo manamusifo no esese ye mo copies ya amfa mamo a mun demand mu demand so na ye se ye bia printer no nya adwuma e abotre e betimi aba se ayi na wotwe na wie ye de ni nyina ba edai e be mamo enye basabaso ye obia ye bibi wo no na etia mra yemfre wo no ma ede mra ye adwuma aposifo say ye deploy bi no nkra ma wo sa miamia se be ya wo be di adwuma obi yenkanfo ano migiri ye pa se ansana wo be wie sa de nyina no na Ghana wan a ye register wo mo so betumi ato aba no na ye bia ye dodo no yakobe se 20 million says here number 17 million.
Yes. And you the way money be kan ho a.
Tie de be kan ho na say minim projections omo ye.
No, omo projection ye a little under
1 million.
They are doing
600 and something thousand.
But obviously they will be one be number 900.
Yeah.
Okay. And my estimate too high. Dim fan say 18 na. Na ye nyina no. Ya tenten ye ho aye. Say be ye. Na de o kan ye me de obi ye na me de kan wi say. I'm saying it's been within the CI. Say omo the priority ma wono mo a ye ni afi
sure
aged mrewa nkokra womo a adi dem
yes
adem die of all kinds
sure
me de cross or the albinism kan ho because it's considered aside and obi o what temporary disability unyo obi a wadi dem enso we pra udru hono mo a you are considered within the framework of disability no say say amount sa priority no enti eya me depa say wo mo da so this ade eya adwuma na mesre wo mo a adi dem no hwehwemu kakra ya ye voices of persons with disability Ghana 2014 report wo mo come up the conclusion by say thought that mpempi no wan adi dem na ya ye mpese edi ho be hye dodo nkomodie ene apato nsemu wo hwe the 2021 population and housing census report now.
Yes.
The persons with disability jumped from 737,743 to 2,098,138. Huge. Enti anya number ketwa na ye kan ho asem no. We check global statistics now. About 15% of the world population are persons with disability. Ghana, in 2020, about 3%. We check 2021, it's about 8%. And the number over tracking. In a media, in majoritarian democracy, no minority of one. Krano dia here. And the mesreminia no more. Ye was our category no mono. Become who can be. Say, ye na yam fe hunyim. Na yenko che adwen fra ba bia ye pese o man no ko na yenhwe obi so a odwen ye ho na oti asem na wo ya tinka se be ya adamudifo enkomo no enkoye afterthought ti say de ya na say ye akira asem it should be part of the agenda ese say yin komodie pon no so no ye de eto pon no so abraye sha ase kra enye say ya kan wie no ese ye yenko hwe we no so e dabi obi manuasi
me da say honorable Nina Nati One monitor process no day one at was saying me pacho.
Obi me that say my main fa konya wen so na menchia ye tie4 ne one won hwe so Facebook. Obi wa be fa meka me yisi ene limit registration am moye. Yeah, it's a limited registration.
Sure.
Obi in fact what nyama bi ekoso ewo ye kwan ne so a ya hwe yi a edin sem pebre beba. Me bano me free Adabraka.
Yes.
Accra Sofoki head office.
Yes.
Now o branch traffic over street. Obi from that stretch up to Tamawabe Dumu Junction.
Yes.
On the main road. On say omo constructed roads because of the setting, you know. Omo de some metals be 222 kwan so. Gates no. Obi from that traffic light. Ye tutu ni na. In fact, I nearly mean that obi
scrap for no.
And the similar thing is at first light. Can I see first light?
Yes.
Over the outer lane.
Yes.
From that one, that side, from that traffic light, up to your friend saying, Sonic Junction, Edikoda Akuma Junction, and in fact, a crack at them there, a more dangerous to the sense, and there is in the middle of the road. We can't put the say in China, but at the middle of the road. Ye tutu ni nyina and then ye sebi ho sinkitwa toko emu dopa and it is serious. Wow. So it is something mesre and they say uchi omo say Ghana has to there bibia ye partisan uko tonso partisan uko dwamu partisan obi ya bibi now the emrachi na e di amanyosem afem. That is the problem that we have in this country. In fact, excuse me say omo did find me. Even your public toilets work around in some community public toilets partisan. I know a constituency if there's a change of government. No my boba kiss na no da my partner mo win munji. Omo mpe gidigidi bia. Omo ankasa be hand over mom. I mean why? Obi. Electoral Commission.
Yes.
I started limited registration for Omo 18 years and Omo man the opportunity to register in the last registration exercise. I've monitored for my constituency as well as I also West Wagon, I also North, any Central.
I also Central.
Okay. I've picked information and I've spoken to people in that areas. In fact, for my end, I'm still say as a 6:30 na ohunumayema.
And past 6:30. Na nipa be
go or be register. Unfortunately, no, they were having challenges with the machines.
Yes.
And I foresee what will happen in some of the constituencies. Let me say outside Accra and our cities. No, I foresee. I now not be surprised. Say. By the close of the for the statement baba say my the machines are enya go NDC stronghold and the papa be go MPP stronghold.
Easy issue statement. And Dr. Shrebo Kweku can ho asem say it was a general problem. There will be activation
there will be a counter statement. But Adebecha na pab see there will be a counter statement.
There will be a stronghold the cause.
We see the okay. There will be a counter statement. You see, I have been a candidate for 3 times. I have taken part in registration exercise more than 6-7 times in my constituency. Every time, Biano, the first, second, third day, you see have challenges. Okay. But as time goes on, they are able to identify what the challenges are and solve the problems. And the people who say, call the 5th, the 6th, the 7th day. It depends on normal. Mekai in 2016, 2016, and it's 2015. A 40 days registration. 40 days. And you see, this registration too sometimes drains the political party so much. So Obia is so aggressive. And Obi, to be honest with you, they are if they can win the election, if we can win the election. It depends on the registration.
Registration is started.
Exactly. So election is about process, and the process is the registration. So every political party, try say or the focus, the ammunitions, and all these things, echo registration. So because when they're able to put the people in,
and
Bobby, there are some issues we were personally when you see a try say omubesisa the CI91 about CI126 and one of the issues that they were raising about it the guarantor system.
Yes,
that's yes,
and then the only amendment.
And in fact the reason is they want even to take that one out and even wanted to use the Ghana card as a your friend is saying document.
Yeah.
Honestly, Obi, I totally agree with the EC. I support the EC in that cause. Because to be honest and sincere with you, I will not sit here and pretend and say we don't we abuse the system of the guarantors.
So you almost won't mean more than 10.
Obi, initially it's supposed to be 5. Before, they are about 10. And I'm saying, say, yes. And I'm saying, say, yes. And I'm saying, say, we abuse the system of the guarantor system. Because I mean, guarantee my Obia. It shouldn't be said because Obi, it should be somebody that I know. It should be a relative or somebody but because political parties no call for, as your friend is saying,
contract guarantors
guarantors into omu and your friend is saying omu voters ID card. Until you are now agent now for one guarantor, no dimika, no guarantee.
Onimno.
That's a problem.
Or guarantee money pattern we are not watching another person about.
And we abuse the system to the sense. I'm just hoping and believing. Say now you see air can say your friend is saying say no me guarantee more than 10. Now guarantee 11% that the system will reject her.
Sure.
I'll be grateful so that thing will work. Because other than that, the abusement of it so that's why me I'm in support of the Ghana card. And then let me also make this appeal. There are people who feel so looking at Obi structure now on D18 year, but also make me not already start. Say Obi who allows such a thing to happen, it will go against your son or your daughter in future. There are people today who have resigned for. So I'm not saying resign. Go on retirement because of some of these things. So obedi politician no akọ reduce age and obedi politician no akọ increase age obeba retirement in them. So at the age of 55 now our retirement. All because you have increased your
age by 5 years.
By 5 years.
Your now body is so into
our body. 10 years over the do. So it is better for you, say, you stick to your age. I know be can be say me to where we are, and I pay your my friend is seriously or piece for me. So and at 17, your friend is saying, play I be or moko. I'll do soccer more times. Or much na airport na friend is saying yaw. So for me, I think say definitely there will be challenges from the beginning. I'm not expecting say nyawa be sesa ochna any ochna, but I believe you be call the 4th, the 5th day no there, things will pick up. Where you be there and your friend is saying the system will be stable and people will come and register. You see a money projection of about I think 600
something thousand.
Others also have a doubt. For us as a political party, we believe say the 600,000
okay.
We are looking at between maybe 800 to 900,000 because there are people that attend 18 your friends last year. A bit more they were not able to register last October.
Yeah.
Because November, December up to today, there are some people that's already 18.
Yeah.
There are some people who were not even in the country at that time. So they also had opportunity to also go and register. So all things be equal, it will even get to more than the expectation I used here a year. Okay. But me, the only thing I want to appeal to the both political parties, look, it is a time for us we allow the system to operate. You see, that is one thing I don't like. And me, I'm not hypocrite. When you are in opposition, we see different. We see any all other institutions differently.
Yeah.
But when you are in government, only differently. And then let me catch Omahini said, me, those pressure groups, the civil society organization, certain groups, no, me personally, Obi, I don't regard any of them.
I didn't hear.
Because most of these pressure groups are here. Almost resurrected and do election time. Yet two body here and the party that we are bid no we need. Want to keep Obi. One of the last from 2012 to 2016. Did you hear about CJA? But from 2008 to 2012, what is CJA? Can you hear demonstration? The same applies to let my vote count. The same applies to this group of people. And then you have so much organization. Almost say, your friend is saying, almost support party there. But you see utterances and then things that they say, I listened to Subo and then Imani on Saturday at Newsfire. And you ask yourselves, is it this person? Is it really a friend is saying Subo Society Organization? And I say, friend say, two very man Ekasa or your friend is saying, join news. That's why I'm just using it as an example.
I didn't think I Kabila Nekasa.
That's a Kabila the only party. So me, I want to plead with I'm pleading with all the political parties.
Yeah.
Let's allow the EC to operate and let them work. And I believe, say, by 27th of this month, we'll all be happy about the work of the Electoral Commission. We accuse them so much in so many things.
Dr. Shribo, quick with some specific figures. I will say in 2023, we registered about 900,000 first-time voters.
Which is
last year. And we are expecting to register 623,000 in 2024.
Yeah, but we also believe
last year.
So he's listening.
Yeah.
So if he adds that to the existing year, they call 2029.
Ibenya voter. Registered voters,
they are saying 80 million.
No, when
you add 9 to 17, you are getting to about 18.
In the
18,
19 million.
So, but we also believe, say, yes, indeed. I mean, it will be more than the 600 that they are expecting. Sure. Because everybody is more, especially, who train Kuala Lumpur school. SS3 for any more University first year and all those things.
And GS is Munko fee. Register.
Yes.
My GS dear. Student are 10 18. Yes. And send your more
even if it's 10, they should go. Well, the point is that some of them may not be in school on the day of the election.
Sure.
And Obi, to be honest with you, and yet parents be allow the bus say this cousin to Louis and I call your son to my wife Musu. Now I call Tuaba. And not all parents will do that. If the parents do allow and political parties say we are providing transporter, it is not all parents who be allowing their parents, so their children, say, go and buy a bus and go and vote. So there might be. So for me, I support the your friends say GES for this communique. I'm just hoping and believing, say, the students will go and register.
Okay.
Because they were giving just 4 days. That's where
4 days for Omuewo senior high school and a senior high technical school. Omo the year 4 from Tuesday to Friday. And what technical institute omo banda Ghana TVET service omo from Ochina from Ene to Sunday, which is best 6-7 days.
But, so it should have been the same level.
But the technical institute, you find in Penifobibri in the technical institute.
I'm looking at the days and the difficult the EC is having today.
Okay.
Let me assume some free your friends say Akwetia Abba said those is Abba said for the design. And then we go to me.
Went to me and
my opportunity. Then I have to report to school on Thursday.
Friday.
On Friday. How can I? So if we give them the whole of this week, at least a better Sunday in the year. No, Musa there. Just as you have been to technical people, no. We do the same. To that Monday, they all report at school. So for me, I think say, yes, the EC is doing their best. We need to allow them to do the work as expected of them. And at the end of the day, I think we'll all be happy with the good work that they have.
Mate, Lawyer Chum, ma mintie the owo am I your thoughts? Day one.
The me pese ye no ma electoral commission ti ase and say ye ni nsan but esese omdwumadi a ombedie no eso ye ni nti abiribia ombedi dwuma no a enso ye ni no ye beka ho asem but I won't say on this ground let me quote Nana Akufo-Addo. Or say it is only an unwise person or president, he uses in the terms of he being a president, who doesn't take advice. So per that analysis, wise people takes advice. Or per that statement. Back and front. Just last year, you acquired a dinner, you also said to work amount figure. And then maybe see. My first question before I'm the BA me say. Yeah, na a dear electoral commission is share a few activities going forward. Do they just go up to perform a task? Na ya point ya to tom zebia school ni oko school ni acha na de ni watu book case close. Obebi mbi managers na bebentia. Ribia maya oni book ni asembia. Is that a style that they operate or they use in operation? Because the amount business and say munyana so obi. Aye de one say and remember akumye ni bisisi na asset. It always find itself in any time be abon so yadwuma. Sin yadwuma, we nyadwuma, we nyesing. Sad ye no every now and then there be a betro din ya be assassin no to be. My question is dey na yesu afiri ho. And I norm say once you are going to register people, when we get to the station and we start the work today, we must encounter that problem. Ni yenye da na opening sa ametna ha no metachire say make sense dey yenyu statement no kwa ne ba na ya kan na akwada na ya san do another time na ya san repeat ye ho on the same thing ni bi. And na ya kase ya say parties ni ko hia before somebody flood national some way there's a name for it. Let me see. Let me get the name correct. Before day printout or something. There's a name.
Start
of day printout.
Yeah, start of day.
Exactly.
No, move your my
close of day.
Yeah.
Obi, most places they couldn't print that start of day. But here kuya dwuma no yenu se e kan hye no ho. There is no exception to that. It was so weird sadness and offer na nya dance dia mamme NDC papa MPP PPP CPP whatever amobi ehunu say machine ya de be frase no edin bi ani so zero afein ne ye be pem grofo ama ma betro modin ye kan ya obi eye de be ma not ya na me kabila ya argument ya argument na sentence on just one single thing no trust. Because yes roya minni ono so nyimi ni memka menka so magimi na no so menka so no so nyimi ni entini de mama ye nyina no ye gina anakwelebram ne se waye de etwa se mra na se ye nyane waye nti obi ani question bi abisa bi de na beba ye beduru wa free sa de ni ntimi nkoye na a raise eyebrow na nkofo kasa wo ho na wo say isi babe ya no di obetuma kirem ye di ontimi ntirem ye di obetire makwashi sasa ba kire na ye nwonwan wo de no tuwo yes machines na ye de kwa adwuma no BVRs right sesa no mfre no BVRs no ye wo ba bia no de ekoho. I mean you don't just send them across anyhow ba bia wo de ekoho. Yes, your region be dia copy region be di the region be mu. Eba na saying. Edma ma ya che sabi yencha kra efuna two be pem na de ache. It's about 30 years or more. Enti adia ya ne consistently for several years. Commissioner that when we Dr. Silbo free mu wo ye meka so bia on de ono wa wo mu a ade afro so be deputy commissioner sorry.
Ono your director.
Okay, we're deputy director or director ankasa.
Director of electoral services.
Okay.
Yes.
So on them they are for so be director. We on free wa. I mean the rest that your friend is saying what's his name? Do you know what they're saying?
Bossman is commissioner.
I mean,
and the ocean directors need your money now. In-house people arise here. And commissioners and
yes, outside. But the ocean woman, woman, you nipa man, my last time in the Bishia, regions are come including Ashanti and them say north over Bichuka region and the central region. Exactly, he said it. Okay, so woman, then man, so my question is, Edman, oh my they know all these things. Why do we keep getting this repetition of mistakes? Why? Again, see, now you can watch me 91, and then amended by 126. Also, moment, can see me. Never come. Ocean regulation 8 Obi regulation 8 wow can waha. I say, and not do nine terms say it yabako said in tradition. I was set commission. Edi enipa a wo mo begina wo manam ayadwuma na mo no wo mudin wo mfuni te memetwi mbarema na medin egu bia mfuni ase ya compile nyina dia political parties and stakeholders in simple terms na wo mahunu se asumasi na ebe adwuma ama electoral commission we adwuma nie we beyese na mehwe me kurom abia bompedi em se na wosuna ye kotro din akoya menim ni nda bia ye te kurom da bia na dwuma dia wodi no odima asomasi say no ye nti we dia wodi na kwata so nkwa dwuma bi se man me kwa amete de mitimi nyina ni anhwa na wanye fair he is likely to be biased. Okay, and nti ase wo kwan se wo hu ne saa no a ye de amount enadu na ya sa na de na beso no and now soon tam after so on sakan no wotimi raise wo concern obi and na ye twro din de mini yapaniti our candidate me candidate say both the MPP and the NDC no ya in the list of people who are going to be working for the EC. Yeah, those people are already on the field working. But the law na nkasa mo mko yadwuma ni nwie anaso mo fadwuma na se ansa na wo the list na bra mi wo se enad na 14 days to so mo fadwuma na se dabio 99 to time wa EC be appoint wo mo. Exactly. Yeah. Yes. So yeah, exactly. Thank you. So 14 days.
He say on appoint you omunwe.
But they are working for you.
Okay.
They are in breach because as we sit here, once our officers,
Dr. Srebo Kweku ut here. When they answer clearly, the honor.
No, they are in breach.
Into for response, the brother.
They are in breach. Only responsibility. Whether for I'm responsibility.
There are two mechanisms. So all of that here. You still also have 7 days to respond.
To respond exactly. To your
now,
so making 28 days.
The men are met to me. Mr. Cameron rejected. Now once I responded. So if watching me could do me center ho, now me could say you friend 2 minutes ho, and I already sank for. How do I object to it? Because most of the times, no, the objection is more political.
Yeah.
If I know say chum, eti and now I recommend that hey say your friend one of the deputy commissioner. He say oh your friend say wakotena new room and all appointing for. Eric that me ha in new Eric. Hey.
Anyway, so Obi me so the first time cases say I'm running the whole Saudi Arabia. Obetra na won na kasa me ba na metie mu ntia aka to say me de bewura mu. You are putting him according to the CI or the rules that is supposed to they are supposed to go with. So you are supposed to work within the law. Tie ba na say na mra de ba bia na wo de ba bia pampas na wo de ba bi ekoyebom. Amount said discretion say twifa so na koya ansam. But you see me how can say with this electoral commission and say empre pino de twasa wo moye no wo mu ni gusu tietia mra no so no maye de wo mo feso mpeso moye na kente sa obi ye muzi ehun say e ba no sign for the very first time in our history, especially from 1992 to today. Ne yetimi ato oba ayi aban ayi na se bedwafo na so ye wo efam bi a eni namusini e parliament. How?
Oh, can't go on.
Exactly. Sal people, no?
Yes.
Sandro feel look. Is it?
They have created a consensus.
Oh, hold on.
They've now
They
created.
don't have it. There's no rep.
Yes.
Messi does no rep assistance.
There's no rep.
He does not rep.
But
Why should that be the case?
Read the law.
Maninwe
When the
Oria
consensus has been created, it
What
can
a
only
trouble.
take effect in the next
Exactly.
Messi.
The next election.
Consensus is getting
Last year.
But there was an election before that.
The election was a by-election.
Oh,
Not a general election.
Montomo Manin Kasenye. Manin
So,
Kasenye.
2020 the election about 2020 about. Yeah, open the man to be.
Omoto for presidential, but man to parliamentary.
Okay, so that problem has persisted. But you see, so what the man by Mo being Kayamedruha. Anya Bian Kasam Crophone so rep ne. And I friend now be creative conscience is a district said I'm but because of say to be on from land wouldn't nimra no say some natural you try to do your own thing. But was it last year or last 2 years? Mon correct me semetia. Madam James and I move parliament. I can answer questions to parliament. No, or yes, or but no, dear, no, so district level panel. Parliament to Zafra and Manako or Nigeria B and of Nigeria by and one and now copy Minkai, and I think it was last year or maybe last 2 years, but I stand to be corrected. Or call you know, now we'll be say, what's so much no deal a year district, what can I say, offices or centers. Now, why I didn't think I won't know at electoral areas. Now, so the local district center. Also, one reason to the local district center or what they call district officers at district center, and they say, about one to prevent people from being bussed to the state to the center's office.
Is that what she said?
Exactly.
Or call parliament. Because enemy busa Dr. Srebo Kweku say for every limited voters registration since 92. Omunye in the wholesale that. Ni omunye in the district office.
Me say.
Yeah.
Ye busa ni reason the amount of parliamentarians or parliament. And YouTube. Koboti.
I doubt.
Ah. You are doubting, but when I also doubt, and you mean me,
FM.
So that's it. That was the reason. No, okay, I'm saying, is it like a system now? Where would you know Taziana? Now, what do you make district capital? No, and I see a district office. No, again, let me go back to that was when Frontier was out. But when a district capital, I couldn't ask.
Won't even belong to two.
Okay.
But
some June editor capital contest. Now, we will be a bit possible. Over be possible, Emra contest matroniding. Now, I say, what dear, we would the contest and I, young Basson and Ma. If you how the person get the contest. You are rather opening the floodgate for the politicians that you think we are going to buzz the people, to rather buzz the people to the station. And indeed, it happened. It happened because MPs I can't boy and getting people from their various communities or villages or whatever to come to the center to come and register. And then a lot of friends over Saturday name we saw videos and go for tell your gods and hard centers. Okay, so all these things are challenges, but not coming in saying why you institutional from Swono and the way to see you can't want some much. Cabin BB. Na ye ku animu no de sin ra na sense bio
very well
the way de sin ra ye bodin enne ensama ye kan nyina machine se nya dwuma wan ho ye boso nyina no wo de pa mensa ko du o transense akotwa di bio wo sante the same story bio this same issue na be press conference assemblyman elections e be ba so nra ye kata se wo wie bibia wa send ni bibia de ko he is ready or they are ready for the elections a brothers adechin said that no Ghana for you mpia di enkoto oba obi metimo am say so adom from so ya achim tafo mass assemblyman no maybe no contest unkrofo efra ni simu adan was ni kroma ba no ya nyanto wa ka banku ni ade nyina akode mankrofo modie ni banku nyina ayekwa ni kroma ba ya aba no ya nyanto die ntia ya nyanto so wonim obusa return officer president officer no wasi wonim die aba no tumi maso
lawyer Martin.
And what she answered is and someone was oh printing be a delay, but you were the one who made the press conference.
Okay.
And you told Ghanaians you were ready. The same thing applies to this and now my press conference, if I'm right. Yes. And you showed Ghanaians or you told Ghanaians how ready you are for this exercise. So why these things?
Lawyer, may I say, Honorable Kojo Bajeman say, Obi, ask lawyer Chumberema whether he doesn't encounter any mistakes while working. We don't have to pretend as if we are infallible. There is no human institution that is without a certain percentage of fault.
Okay.
Let's all embrace the EC, work on their flaws together, and have a better Ghana voters register for our December elections. If we have all accepted the use of Ghana card as an identity for elections, all these couldn't have happened. That's from Kojo Ba Ajeman.
Bro, you see, I'm not saying, sir, easy. I mean, you from so as you me, I'm a Americans, I mean, you're perfect. And from so, but the Americans say you learn from your mistakes. Obi, and until I which this time, not fail, no, or something. Mostly expect the person to do what? To pass. Because having failed the first time, and when the man fail, it's in the second attempt, no, or building on that and pass. But where you go on your second attempt and then you are still getting the same thing wrong there, something is wrong somewhere.
Very well. Obi, good evening.
Yes. 2015 or say you don't develop by repeating mistakes.
Exactly.
Develop, you must stop making errors. From so and is he now busa sembi? Is he generating internal report on every activity after the process, whether election, registration, and to some of these recurrent problems are repeating.
Exactly.
That one I agree with you.
Very well. We say Obi. The issue of age cheating is ongoing at Aguna East. A student just told me she voted in 2020, but she just turned 19 years. And now she's now facing issues with her WASI registration. Keba Ewo Agona and Saba and all the way about. We say, Obi, good evening. The bastion of people the EC chairperson was referring to the continuous registration they were proposing. She said that will stop people from being bussed and not the limited registration. Okay, the clarity about the continuous registration was supposed to happen at the EC offices. And I think Ghana EC chair kase omoyes hard and be prevent parties from bussing. So on also be on also Charles Ewo Koforidia. Okay. We say Obi, good evening. Please tell the okay. Emmanuel Kweku Yamoa o message ni mfa nkomo a yedi ho ba yeda se wo de wadwenkyere aba. Hello Obi, please extend my greetings to James Kwabena Bonfair, and if I can please get his number as I need to get in touch with him. We were both in Legon some years ago and we've lost contact. Many thanks. Ama Ewo England in United Kingdom. Obi, I entreat all the good people of Kaswa without voters ID card to go and register their voters ID cards and vote for Dr. Baumi and Honorable Hawa Kumsin. Okay, Yao Kantata or Kaswa and Onudi way are praying. We say, Obi, good evening. I'm sure that your panelists are aware that conventions are considered in our societies, so we do not need everything to be written in black and white before we can make rational decisions. Michael Ewo Coventry in the United Kingdom and on the way. We say, Obi, good evening. Let's support the EC. We are where there is a mistake or wrong, let's find a way in the law to correct same and shape the system. Greetings to Raspa at Amasaman 3 Junction, Kwame Nyako or Spintex and all the way a brain. Yada se papa. Where's the Obi? Okay. Let me see. Any other business now? Sorry, Emreno. 25 minutes after 6. Ekosiisen Suni. Let me thank our proud sponsors for the discussion segment. Givers Herbal and a Franco Trading Enterprise. Thontina 74 Air Boyen, Provident Insurance, Syntex Tank, Tabia Herbal, Vivo Energy, Cocoa Dairy Milk, Powerjet Batteries, EcoBank Ghana, African Origin Travel and Sport Tourism, DBS, and a Seahorse Engine Oil. Umunyina Airboy. Any other business? Yeah, sorry. Doc. Mintio.
What's the money for some my petition?
Right, yes.
Against EC.
Sure.
Osaka, petition.
No, I read the story. Interview Franklin Kujo granted. No.
I will be interesting to see the petition.
Very well.
Now, you say EC so prepare one to give the responses. My district, my day, mom, enough of where we imagine say we can't always get it right. And some now one more can and neno. One can be 2020. Now some bia Dr. Sribo Kweku wama ebia okay, but I want to deepen it. Yasha biometric aseno 2012. Yeah. Company ayene sha say company your friend Superlock Technologies Limited, STL. STL for no mo Finland company bia womo ena na womo manufacturers of ma mfidia womo didi djuma na so mo din ne HSB na ye be ko if I year 20 obekaya 2016 there was a call say yenye new register ema isi ne ka say no register na e wo hon mo no mfidie na ekutamu no wo betumi e de aye ene ade ye wie ye no anche na SCL for no tro electoral commission ka kire ne say djuma na ye ni mudi no mfidie na ye de ye no adru technically the friend end of life end of life no na say mateso mu use bi na ne nkire mu nyina ne say obi wo mo manufacture mfidie ne say wo mo agyaye ana mfidie na hoden a ene bra ye de man say oni no afidie bi obeto bia ye friend say expiry time limitation was so enti enya dia eseya ye benya bi esi enamu ana mfidie na nkasa so no na hoden a odidi adwuma no aba na wieye enti entimi ntonkoso bio enu ne ma wo mo eye say esese towards 2020 no esese yenya new electronic system a ebe carry register no me de obi ena Ghana ye wom no ene wiase ye wom no ne ma bebre adane enam abefo kwan ye faso didi dwumanti obi ntimi nkodi bone emfa no nkodi toten edi mfie du aduonu whatever the track and I say trail I go on mono ebe dawadi sure enti so almost say wo mo nyina so bi e che say nsema mo charge awo kan ye ne de ne say causing financial loss abamu conflict of interest abam and I say possible corruption.
Yeah, possible corruption. Sure.
No, corruption, possible corruption. Nti wamun koma hunchire mu.
Sure.
Na ye deba isi susu a omususu anu ye mo no. Na mom anya say ya ma anu ye awie no. Because in some now omo can say the me can a rehash of some of the things that were said in 2020. Na me de ba ko pe wie. Isi ema anu ye afa enema na omo say wo mo auction a copy no me wanu ye no ha omo say wo mo nya hint because na de aba ho em say money for ya bi ana Greater Accra regional director no te yoba okọ no pick 10 pieces of the kit wan ka say enema na ego ni nya 10 Imani turned around to say easy was say they auctioned only 10. Let's reminisce Franklin Kujo and Bryce Simon. We work in this industry together. We cannot always be right. Now, if we are sure of what we are saying, so you're measured in our infallibility. They tear the other side so. And you say, me the migrant enti the American piano. Say me new obi anya adwene. Ebi ne the ye kan. Dr. Siboko say, or more power to exercise discretion. Yes. Enti wo kwama bon fa wo ba udi kwa pure ma me mfro for interview put na yi opa fa court any discretion. Say me feels a discretion what you soon here. And none of me won't quite say Miss Medibeko baby. But Obi, no cry when Mr. say a trim papa now also de quack man or say aquabna. No cry when Moody, dear, true Mukra, or Masma, or not as I'm across smoke for me, but today, me assume young flower, where are them? I mean, in our public sphere, we must all remember that concession. There's no shame in concession if the intents are good.
Dr. James Kwabena Bonfe and the attaining Kano. Honorable.
Obi.
Any other business, me pacho?
Yes. For Imani for any year, Mr. Kabila justice to it. So him say the Vice President of the Republic.
Yes.
Our Sansuye and Flabera for the 2024 election or Ahafo region.
Yeah.
And Obi. For the past 1 week.
Yeah, your microphone.
For the past 1 week. And I make it 2 weeks.
Yes.
The Vice started the campaign. Was proud to that, no? The Communication Bureau issued a statement that he's going to start his campaign.
Yeah.
Last time I call one of your sister stations. In fact, they were, I think, Adom TV. Let me catch up and say, when Baumia start his campaign, to the time I bet to Abano, media houses will be talking about Baumia's campaign till you bet to Abba. Because his message carries a lot of substance. His message bring people, I mean, people will rush to come and listen to him. Because there's somebody they all believe, say, 2025, the best person to lead this country is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Obi, and Goso. And you have engaged ordinary people that we feel say, oh, we don't even pay attention to them. Now no call your friend is saying Western region. You sit in your home, you don't even expect him. Boom. No about for home. Just to engage you, letting you know and understand what Nyame na dom. Now the 2 minutes on the 7th of December near Obabeye. And I believe strongly say, looking at where I sit, the messages and the way it's descending to the people of this country, there's no doubt that come on the 7th of December, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia will be the president of the Republic of Ghana elect. And on the 7th of January next year, will be sworn in as a president of the Republic of Ghana. Obi, Kabila encourage persons with disability. Say, sometimes no, they need to also own certain things that belongs to them.
Yes.
In fact, we don't need to discriminate. I remember when I was in Parliament, the MP for Krachi in Chumunu, Majesi, is a lecturer at your friend is saying Winneba, and you're on the same committee. Anytime we meet as a committee, now you can't policy beer, you will find a way of bringing in persons with disability, because it look as if say we always neglect those people, feeling say, oh, these people need here, looking at his or her situation, on to me nyeshe, but Obi, on my way move kaya, President most time, we are the Minister for Chieftaincy.
No, President Mahama.
That was Mahama. Mahama made him minister.
But he had been at the Chieftaincy Secretary.
No, I was Chieftaincy Secretary
for 1994.
For a long time. And Mahama made him minister.
Thank you. Or a person with disability.
Yeah.
Obi, there are certain people.
Makubo minister,
yes.
sure.
The former regional minister, Oti.
Sure.
In fact, he was then the regional secretary.
Yeah.
And he became your friend. And now Minu can say he is in charge of the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign team in respect of
members,
persons.
PWDs.
So they will see to it, say they are also part of it. And just as Kabila, former Kabila boss,
Ivor Green Street.
Look at me, meeting in Ganche.
Former GS. 2 times.
Yeah. And a former flag bearer. Sure.
So, the message going around, also look, persons with disability play a key role in governance and then play a key role in the development of this country. It is a Yakupon Ayan Adum, not obey president. Some of these people know Omu addition will be a priority. Obi, look, there are certain people that you know Moyo old school. Now Mr. Two didn't be Obi man to me. Easy. Sometimes no. I was easy. Now Doctor Kobo, Doctor Nibai. Me tell me tea and I'm hey that bang. But it takes perseverance and it takes there's a school. Omomoto they say also determination brings success. When you determined, now no me catch my wife say some people are motivating me.
Yeah.
The law in the baby pay.
Also
and we control people of international law. Now me governance and diplomacy.
Yes.
Now me control international law. And look at say, hey, foundation ni. That's why I now understand. Say obi the criminal case every Chumberima. Me who saw the finity because we sip there no. Into one year sip there. So so I'm imagine elder. I will be called to the bar, God willing, next year or this year. Now you have a no. Now you case no. But me say oh there me the bar free.
Free. Pro bono. Me say that you be brave. Me you be.
Mami me go the body So Obi, you see, going around one my baby you know o me persons with disability no obey your mom. See, and Obi, they make us look. There's no property that you can leave for your child or your children than to give them a good and a better education. Because if you build the mansions, get all the properties for them. If they can't read and they can't write, people will take advantage of it and take it from them. Give them a good education. But Omia is saying, person with disability, you are not left behind. You are part and part of his Nyama or Babeye, and you are good. And more especially is looking at education. So Obi, for me, I think we all need to rally behind him. And give him the victory that he deserves. Come on the 7th of December. And I believe Ghanaians will do that. Thank you very much.
Me that's it. Lawyer Chumberima, any other business? Sorry,
certainly. Other business in the baby,
we are no snooty by.
I mean, not in the by. That's how we are taught. And see, you follow.
We increase our cow.
We new pentesa. Obi.
Yes.
As part of your topics now, Musa. Dr. Bawumia said, I say they have done. Mommy had in here. I said the living
or more improve living condition of Ghanaians better now than it was under Mahama.
We can't a topic na Mr. and me.
And then I was say,
Yetiane, and now what can we be from?
That's a living condition. Say, you might be breeding living condition.
Been saying, no money been saying, what I'm
Adriane Bo, electricity, I mean, or general life condition, transportation, school fees, and
Nemaya Wallis ensure Adriane Bo and Kania school fees, health,
everything.
The old boss buying when you or say. On one the dinner simple as you can, you was the teachers are suffering. The nurses are suffering. The carriers are suffering. Professionals and
non-professionals. Also, my year St. John Mahama time. There is a direct comparison.
What's it? They are suffering. Yeah, so why in here, Obi, for the very first time under this government, Ghana. World Bank declared Ghana the highest food inflation in Africa. 54 countries. Na oman bia ni mu ana na duane bo den say Ghana. I didn't say that.
Food inflation just we duane bo na den sin obia. Woduane ebo kosron 10.
Na se ne bo no koso ne bo ne nyade
no. Say o de wo 50 cedis.
OBA aduane bo no koso ya
60. Bo bi de wo 70.
Aduane bo no koso ya den. As simple question musa. Ana me say aduane bo no koso ya den. Anya den.
Okay, what the maminti contest.
Sani bo no koso ya den no. E koso na mefo. Okay? Wouldn't to nchen and na hwefu see atia yakasai a liter be akoto baako of petrol 15 cedis 22 pesos. What's why improve your condition?
And your gallon and
a gallon was even 14 point some pesos be a whole gallon 4.5 liters no a liters na makoma 9 fa no na 14 cedis and some pesos. And now 1 liter one bottle of like equivalent of a bottle of beer no 15 cedis 22 pesos. And you are saying say why improve your living conditions compared to Muhammad's time. And your castle be queen and can so improvement where you improvement there. I wish to have seen the improvement no and the sabring can 100 cedis per liter. If you call this improvement, those people that you are lying that they were suffering, which of them is praising you today? One more boom, but let's see the professionals and non-professionals and the women. The carriers, the doctors, the nurses, the teachers. How many of them are singing your hymns and praises today? People are suffering today. My buying said, "Doom so new, doom so co." Let me commission for Gumon Massey. One was one of the generators, events, and registration centers, and we had a weather. Sadumso ni wa 2012 Kabila wo mo se dumso ni ho dumso Sadumso ni wa ya koto machines ndi akoya den na say emergency dumso ho nti ya emwame Kabila we ngwa na emwame. So it's important. The ambassador training and said, "Ordinary Ghanaian is suffering." Yeah. I'm not for bread, Obi, and no long fair. I mean, what new video? Sometimes as I grow up as a bit better, as some partners, no being made simple. Excuse me, say 50 pesos or whatever.
Now, could be the
so what is it? Because be on one of the minister of office maintenance, you know, it one man can come. I want to tell system no. Now when you say we can be mama for akoma tom yen wose waboy why improve your conditions compared to Muhammad's time. I want you to understand and know say ni some o nama o want to ade kono enkonto bona man nam no one you are no nza failed. Why not just out to say Instagram pa de oni bi na onya bi nso.
No, but that comment was made in his interview with the African Watch magazine. And Omekisa comment. Now,
Omekisa comment. Now, so our kind of Ghana for better because
sure. Yeah, no, that the Okasa or bar prona or
okay, fine. But Nini Namuno or Casa Ghana for. So that's one year. Uni and Ekasa said the Okan Yentian Wabana can be no ayo. But how many person be command as I say one banner the Oyen and hotel be dry so change na wodren.
Kodana.
Yes. Yes. Obi, the struggles people are and then do I complain now when you be. Do you soon? Except those who not be real to you. Do you soon? Nisi cancer no. A man will persuade me to put 2 times in a week. And you are happy to tell us you have improved our conditions. You have worsened our situation. You told Ghanaians you have arrested the dollar. It's dollar there. So, but we are the vice president. You need to learn no problem, because Mizaya Walande, you have your torture. Another one I'm saying. Just last weekend, my wife be sending me. I'm sorry, online no £12 to Yuki to £12 £1 to Sydney, and I'm sending me no dollar. So now it is 17 and going. And I'm saying, I'm trying Obi. It is 17 and going. As a good leader, as some pani, I can want someone. You have not done anything to mitigate these problems. It is still rising and rising and rising. What's the reason you are portraying to be an angel? On 10 years, no 10 years, and 20 years. But you be person me ma tia sese wo dwuma wo ye ma Ghana fo mfirihia nwotwentem ne enya dwuma so ne se wo ye ma kwa ma be die so example anfo na chene to aso se wo anfo ne die a ye ma to aso bekuyen so wo 7% to aso emfa wo ne nsema wo na ma ka chene ngrofo me say you will be humiliated 2024 December aba shock no and
Dr. Baumia
awurade nyame what dey bother to obi he will be shocked. What the empanies on move one or where they see what you saw.
Just then they see.
By lesson, outcome by. I on this note, my main commander of national chairman. I like him. He's quite honest sometimes. One or two cases you met on certain issues. He's very honest to the or can't at the answer the city. I would just say inquiry. On this matter, my name station one interview, no, but I heard him saying on video on TikTok. Okay, say. They are not pleased with the outcome of Ejiso because the results is not encouraging. Walk elections 2020, just about 3 years or so or more down the line. What's could be more? We'll lose over 40,000 votes. It's a negative signal to you. And I'm telling you, it's a toss to senior in December 2024. You'll be shocked.
Also, lose over say 40,000.
Yes, what's about here now? When we've been in the vote to free John Kumadi, it's over 40,000. 4544 or something.
If you John Kumadi,
yeah, analysis
a bit warped.
Wow. In Tikaben is all.
Listen, now what you on the free John Kumadi. How is that possible?
In Tikaben saying,
as it is a by-election, Nipa a bar out better Abani say. It had now what you free John Kumadi.
So unity.
Well, him say by-elections.
Even general it's me to over check from the past 1992 6 year bia political year bia for year bia de bia no I mean rate all right so how can I say by election am for maintain the vote yes I disagree.
No, but I agree with you, but the American say the analysis of you subtracting guy in the from
unit of analysis.
No, I have to do that because
listen, vote
yes, you have to do that because that is the the rate of MVP as at that time one no support the person who na ho dey na what so over no dey aka.
But the turnout also counts a lot in election.
Over no dey aka no that's what dey no aka. When you see theater mama come in
that election.
Why did you
NDC in this election?
NDC na saying
that be me say.
And 14,000 plus.
Contestant.
What can also I do me cry no kwaje MPP vote in Tina man the okay, that's true. I come in book. Okay, what they do me na ma brand in Bunwa. Now say kwati film still about 19,000 more is gone.
And your argument is that you were expecting the 68,000 for the tomato. So
that is the starting point. That is a starting point. And you vote, and you be a vote, and more parts in vote, and that got you 82.something%. And you saw Wobby, and it's 82% in the Unia, and that's a sound could be more. Do you have to fail to that the rest of the
very well. Lawyer, my men nasi na yenshem fancy Ekosiisen swini a higher sempa 94.7 FM. Lawyer Chumberema, Honorable Ebenezer Nina Nate, Dr. James Kwabena Bonfe, and Moti Omunyina Enkano. Ma mention for we in Sydney. Berema Sydney is out with a new song. It's a single. You know, and Mebamamo, and UEFA Champions League comment. Last week, PSG, any Borussia Dortmund,